Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
That's Hey everybody, Billy Tucci here. Sorry about that. The overlay. I had the overlay on, and we have several different at the Pop XP. We have several different brands. So there's like the main brand, the Pop XP. Then we have the Crusade Comics brand. Then we have the Miss Fury brand. I was kind of switching around, but it's good to see you all. Welcome to the show. This is episode number 249 officially. Next week we will be celebrating our 250th episode, 250th episode celebration. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. That's next week. We'll get you news on that. We'll get you links. We'll get you promos and all that jazz. I am flying solo tonight. Well, not really, because I've got a terrific guest on tonight, and we'll be talking some Haikyo. But Niall's got some family stuff to take care of. So it's just me. I invited Dr. Blevins and JC Vaughn. We'll see if they're able to join us. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce our guest, the one, the only, my new friend, the incredibly talented Sigmund Torre. Hey, buddy, what's up?
What's up? Good morning. Well, good morning for me. Good evening for you.
Yes, you're 12 years behind. 12. Oh, sorry. Let me. I'm going to put a background on. You're 12 hours behind, before us, right?
Yeah, I'm in the future.
Okay, you're in the. Wow, so you're calling from the future.
I'm calling from the future
right now.
Yeah, right now it is Thursday 10 a.m. Thursday morning.
Nice. Well, we got a couple of Heron burgers here. What's happening? Minus the sea monster, dude. I'm sorry about that. You know,
that's all right. Again, like I said, I mean, I'm not that young. I remember watching it as a kid as well, and I remember saying, "Hey, that's good." So it was actually cool because like it's one of the few times as a kid, like I could never go to Disneyland and buy a comb. I could never go. You know what I mean? I could never go to Universal Studios and get a license plate with my name on it. So at least there was that.
That's right. That's true, because they'll have like, William and Mary.
Yeah. Like my brother's name is Steve, so it's like that was easy.
So Steve got his. Sigmund didn't get his.
Yeah, man.
So where did the name Sigmund? Because your last name's Torre. You're from Canada, from Toronto originally, right?
Originally, I was born in the Philippines. My parents, I was born in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah. I lived here until I was 9. Then we immigrated to the States for a bit, and then Canada. And then about 10 years ago, almost 10 years, 9 years ago, maybe, I moved back to the Philippines on my own.
Okay. Yeah, and you live in paradise, because in the pre-show chat, you were showing me a little piece of heaven there.
Yeah, we got a nice little, like, living in an apartment in the jungle. It's quite nice, actually.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, for those out there, I'm going to show. We're going to go through your career. We'll go about 45 minutes. Okay. But we'll talk about what you've done, how you got into comics, what you've been working on, what you are going to be working on in the future. We're going to highlight a little bit of. Well, heck, let's do it. Let's highlight the amazing cover that you did for us. Let me add a background here. I'm going to add a background instead of just the black. Let's see, I need a good. Let's see if that one's it. Is that one a good one? No, that's a overlay. I need a background. Come on. Get a background. Here we go. Frigate. There you go. It's a Haikyo background. Perfect. Okay, so but you did this amazing, so I was introduced to you by your agent, Phil Russert, buddy of mine, great friend of mine for a couple of years now. Phil has been amazing helping us out, actually.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Over to the house to help Debbie with the fulfillment, and he's been a huge, tremendous help for us, and we just love him like family.
I agree. I mean, like I met him through one of these, like on his show, and I just met him through there, and he really believed in my work, and he helped push me. So we're here. Awesome. Great guy. Thank you very much, Phil, if you're watching.
Yeah, and he showed us your work, and we'll go through your portfolio in a little bit, but he showed me your work, and we were like, oh my God, this guy's great. So like, and I know that, with us is right now we're in the middle of Haikyō. And I'm very loyal to the people I work with. I like to have like a family.
Of course,
so we have Brian Miller and Christy Miller and Hi-Fi Color Design are coloring the interiors of the book.
Legends.
And they're swamped. They color so much work. They're under some terrible deadlines right now because I guess everyone needs everything by the end of the year. And then Wes Hartman, my other brother, who's a fantastic colorist too, but he's in the process of publishing his own comics as well. So at first, I was talking to Phil, and Phil's like, "I got the guy for you," and and I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." And hot damn, man, you did it. And I know I bothered you a little bit, but I just know how my printer prints. Like some things a little dark. I'm like,
no.
Can you lighten it up? Yeah.
No. First off, that's not a bother. I mean, I look at it as collaboration. So it's like, it's our piece together. So like, whatever you have in mind, I'm just trying to bring that to the page, right? And as far as that pre-press stuff, I need that, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the dark usually. I do a page and I send it, and then don't know how it prints. So like, it's nice to have that knowledge that you have for all these years to
because you
knock it out. Right?
You see the books and you know how they print and all. But what we're talking about is that Sigmund did this amazing rough cut edition cover. I guess we gotta go like that a little bit, right? And this is our rough cut edition for those of you that know. Yeah, right. These books are limited, I think, to 300 copies, and it basically is all of my rough. Let's see if I have it here. My rough pencils. There you go. So it's basically, my pencil roughs. It comes in a portfolio like this, and so you'll see the pages, and they just get cleaned up. Gardenio, my co-artisan, he's like our finisher on it. Then he'll clean them up. He's like basically inking and finishing the book without inks, and he's far better artist than me, far better. But you did a beautiful job on this, and then you came in, you did the Raijin cover, and we're getting requests to make this like a metal edition or Go in demand edition. Because I love this, and thank you for adding the drums, because I didn't think I could fit the drums around Raijin, who's the Japanese thunder god. I added the little lens flare because this is going to be a card of ours, a stretched over.
Oh, cool.
So I just had I added the little,
it looks good.
Which looks kind of cool, actually,
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, that's my first time. So I don't mean to I hope I don't insult the master by adding that. It's really cool with that lens.
The master on here, I don't know who you're talking to, but he should be okay with it.
But you do a beautiful job. And again, right now, this is a print that people could buy on Haikyō. If you go, I think that I don't know if one of our guys, Herrenberg. Oh, thank you, brother. Herrenberg added up. Thank you, pal. Herrenberg is one of our mods. He's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yep, we got a bunch of people saying hello and talking to you here. Let's say,
hey, everybody. What's going on, everybody?
Candace came on. She said good morning, so she appreciates.
Good morning as well.
For you. TJ James, what happens on storytellers stays on storytellers. So we'll see. Dale, Candace is up. It's a rat out Graham and Bo. What? Wait a minute. Was Graham and Bo talking smack about me? Oh man, I'm gonna have to put a whoop ass on them. Graham's got this big old body with a little tiny head, and Bo Smith's got this big old head with this little, tall, skinny little body. So I'm gonna have to find out what happened on Storytelling. They're making fun of me, man. You see this? This is a tough room, Sigmund. This is a tough room, buddy.
Okay, I'm a tough guy. I can take it. No worries, man.
There you go. So I don't want to get kicked out of the club, man. Look at this. Something's wrong. Something's going on. I got people talking smack about me, my pal. So hello. So here you go, Professor Murph. What's up, buddy? Hell Teen Sensation. Hello, Sigmund.
What's up?
Nicholas Gear, one of our other locals, our other family members. Good to see you, my friend.
Not that late, just in time, really.
Yeah, he just got in on time, guys. For those of you out there watching this on Facebook, I can't read your comments for some reason. They're not showing up through StreamYard. So if you guys can come to YouTube, you can click in. You can sign up. It's real easy. It's free. And pop in and ask some questions, because I just can't see it. I mean, I could try to open a tab, and then I'm always looking over here and all my other monitor, but that's no fun, right? But his can't see, dude. Look at this. I didn't say nothing. Look at this. My lips are sealed. What's wrong here, man? I'm gonna have to go back and check that out. Oh, look at this, TJ. These guys are breaking my balls now. So, but anyway, buddy. So here we came into my life, and again, we so appreciate you coming into our lives with this amazing piece of art, this amazing cover, the rough cut, which is quickly become a fan favorite. To get that raw, this is the comic in its rawest form, where it has the first draft of the script, and it's got the my pencils. So it's real organic. Stephen Peros' script, Minnie Lopkins letters, and of course my pencils in it. But so tell us about yourself, buddy. Tell us how you came, by way of the Philippines to the United States, then to Canada, and then
So like I said, I was born in the Philippines, but I mean, as a kid, I've been drawing since I was 3. Like I can remember just drawing since I was like a little kid, all the time, school. That's it, just drawing.
Drawing in the margins of your comic.
Pretty much. And then and it was always comics. Like it's always been comics. So in high school, a buddy of mine, a guy in my class, like a year older than me, I think, Pat Lee, he got signed by Image with Extreme down there in California. So it's like, cool. So this is doable. You know what I mean? That's when it first became.
Isn't Pat from Canada too?
Yeah, he's from Toronto. We went to the same high school. He was like, I think, a year or 2 older than me in the same high school. And then he made me in a little comic club, and just a little this and that, trying to see how it works. And then I just kept drawing. And then he came back to Canada, opened up Dreamwave Productions, and there you go. I was able to get in there, and I started penciling for a few years, and realized that, like, man, I can't take the stress of being first in the assembly line, man. So it's like, it was fun, but it wasn't what I hoped it would be, what I thought it was going to be. And then at that time, Dreamwave was known as like one of the best coloring houses in the industry, especially when it came out. And it's like, I figured, hey man, these guys are really good, and I was just fascinated with how they work. So I just sat down next to the colorists, tried to figure out what they're doing, learned, and here we are today.
Now, because they were doing a lot of Transformer books, right? Were they doing?
Yeah. We before that we had some creator-owned stuff, but when we got Transformers, that's when shit really got big, man. Like it was insane. It was insane. Like my first time going to San Diego was behind the table, which blew my mind. Like
right.
Wow.
What year was that?
I'd say early 2000s, maybe. I mean, it was the biggest trip was when the first movie came out, because like by the time when we got Transformers, the property was pretty much dead. Like they were not doing any toys, they were not really doing anything, right? And then nostalgia boom hadn't quite hit yet. So when they finally did it, we kind of started that. Well, reignited it, not say start, but we reignited it, and then they made the movie. And I remember there was one press conference with Steven Spielberg holding the comic that I helped work on. I'm like, what's going on here? Right?
And then they did the movies and everything.
Right? The movies, yeah. It was nuts. It was cool. I mean, I'm 44, so like everything. I was lucky enough that during that time, starting with Transformers, I got to do little bits and pieces here and there on like Transformers, on G.I. Joe, on Ninja Turtles, on every little thing that as a kid, that inspired me to be where I am. You know what I mean? So like I remember looking at Transformers boxes, and like that's where the art, I would look at the painting on that, it's so cool. And then one day I'm doing a Transformer box art. It's like, wow, it was amazing. So
look at
unbelievable.
And I wonder, because that book did take off. I mean, it exploded, but it was really.
It was insane. It was insane. We were not ready for it,
and it had that anime colors to it. You know what I mean? That really captured the feeling of the original Transformer cartoon.
Right.
And I remember it was crazy how big it got.
No, it was nuts, man. We had a little studio, and all of a sudden, just stuff coming everywhere. I mean, we had just books and books, posters, and like another title. Everyone just wanted Transformers, man. Cool, nice to be part of it.
Now, is that a rooster crowing back there?
Yeah, that's another part of the island life. So you might either hear construction on this side or roosters on this side. So just bear with me. Right now,
I think that's funny, man. I think that's
right now. It's just, what do we got now? It's just songbirds now, which is kind of nice. So there's a rooster.
now, are you growing up in Toronto? Are you a hockey fan at all?
See, I get this shit from my buddy, my Canadian buddy out here as well. I'm not that big of a hockey fan because I got to Canada a bit late. I was already in sixth grade, so I watched it for a bit, but it never stuck. I was a big basketball guy growing up. So
Like Raptors,
baseball,
like
yeah.
Raptors, was that your team?
I was well. I mean, eventually it was my team, but I mean, I was a big Jays fan before basketball even came on, and then even those early sloppy Raptors, I was a big fan, man.
Oh, okay.
When they first came,
I hate the Maple Leafs. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't hate them myself, but I get it. Like the Leaf fans have been compared to Cowboy fans, so it's like
yeah, and they suck and they never win anything.
yeah.
They haven't won it since like
I hear you.
7 or something, and they're just. And then whatever.
I'm gonna just no comment. I'm gonna make a no comment. I still have a lot of people in Toronto, so no.
I love Toronto. I don't even hate the Leafs. I hate John Tavares, who's our guy, and then he screwed us by leaving. By basically.
What are you an Islanders guy? I guess. Or?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking too.
So after that, so after Dreamwave imploded as it did, I kind of got out of comics for a while and decided to move to Japan. Taught English for a while. Yeah, so I lived there for about 5 years. But within the first year of getting away from comics, I went to I remember Tower Records was having this book signing of this comic guy. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll go take a look. And it was Damian Scott, like at the time he just finished his run on Batgirl. He's a very big comic book penciler, right? So super dope style, like very unique graffiti. Very hard, and it matched my hard edge coloring, like hard style coloring like that. And then we had a big collaboration for many years. So like we became buddies in Tokyo, started working on projects together. Then what did we do? We did a lot of we did Raven for DC. Then we did like the Black Eyed Peas project, Master of the Sun, which came out about a year or two ago.
Oh, nice.
And then we did Axel together for Lion Forge. And then now I've kind of, ventured out, talked to Phil, and now I'm here.
Yeah. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what happened to Dreamwave? Because they were riding so high for so long, and then
the most PC way I can put it, I would say, is mismanagement.
Yeah.
So let's do it that way. Yeah. Because Transformers is big, but not big enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
that's why.
I was just a grunt, really. So I was just a grunt. So I can't really comment. But yeah, it was not a happy ending for the whole studio.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's why I always stayed small. I always liked Crusade Comics. I mean, we published 200 comics or so in a decade, but I love the idea of being a boutique publisher.
Yeah.
One title, maybe two.
That's what it started out as, and then
more titles. You start getting you could set. It's not like you're Marvel or DC, and I even look at Marvel and DC. Even they are. With they're just overblowing with titles. Not really the greatest creative teams. Twitter's played a big part in it too, because a lot of comic creators apparently feel it's their obligation to tell fans what they should think, or insulting fans and things like that. It's not really going over too well. I mean, I don't know why people just want to enjoy themselves and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's comics, man.
If you can't have fun in comics, where can you have fun?
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness to the Dreamwave situation, like the oldest guy we had working was just under 30, so we were a bunch of kids. Yeah, we were a bunch of kids.
Yeah. We have Candace here. She's from Canada. How's it going, eh?
Hey, what's up?
Fan.
How's it going?
Look at this. Oh,
give me a nice
fans. All right. Yes, we got to do Crusade Comics jersey. I got to do hockey jerseys. Crusade Comics hockey jersey. I'll get you one.
Cool.
We just got to figure it out. I think that'd be really cool for when we do our Optimus edition.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But okay, so what's the step? And we'll get into your portfolio and talk about that in a bit and all. But so how do you, as a young man, you end up going to Japan? Like, what brought that on? I mean, because that's a terrifying adventure. Like, did you have people that say, "Come to Japan, I got work for you"? Or
no. I was burnt out from comics, because I mean, after Dreamwave stopped, I did freelance for a bit. I was working on 2-3 titles at a time, and I just had I wanted a job. I wanted a paycheck for a while. I couldn't deal with this. Will I get work? Will I not? And then so I just left. I knew they were teaching. there's a lot of agencies and schools that were hiring abroad to teach English in Japan.
Oh, good.
Signed up online. Yeah. So it was great. It was a great adventure. I mean, it was 5 years of good times.
Now, is that where you met your girlfriend? Did you meet her in Japan?
That is right. Yeah. That's where I met my girlfriend in Japan.
Nice.
She actually it's good, very good. I mean, she helps me with the colors as well, so she does the flats, and then we work together. Yeah.
Is she an artist as well? Like
yes. She's a painter. She's a painter, designer. Yeah.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So now you're both living in paradise, huh? Are you living in paradise up there?
It's not bad. It's not with the construction going on, some metal grinders right now.
Well,
no, it's nice. Like we're literally, a 10-minute walk to one of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
Oh, that's great.
It's not something to complain about too much.
That is fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Do they hunt out there? Any hunting?
No.
In the Philippines for
No.
boar?
Well, not on our island. Not on our island. I mean, like our island it's called Boracay, but it's 4 square miles.
Okay.
It's tiny. Yeah, it's tiny.
Have you ever gone to Corregidor? You ever you ever go to Corregidor?
No, up north. No, I haven't. But I know you're a big war guy, so I'll let you know my grandfather was actually in the walk.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My dad was named after a guy that helped him, but when they found he was being helped, they shot that guy. So my dad was named after that guy.
Wow. Yeah, there's an incredible story. In 1945, I think it was like maybe February or so, is that you had Corregidor became the Rock. Really, it became like a fortress, which it was when the Americans had, and they had an airborne invasion. So the 13th Airborne or whatever parachuted onto the Rock and took the Rock paratroopers and stuff. This is a great, like this little island fortress. They parachuted down on top of it and they fought the Japanese. I would love to see a movie on that. No one's made a movie on it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Next project.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with sheep.
You just come down here and scout it first. I mean, come check out this area.
I think Debbie and I are gonna have to do that. I think we're gonna have to come down, check it out, and do a research trip, right, bro?
Yeah, research.
So
brainstorming session as well. I mean, I know a couple bars down by the beach that we could, get some ideas out.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look. I want to know if I should call Phil in here. If I should send Phil a link, if you don't mind, Phil joining us for a minute or so. Why not? I like Phil. Phil's
yeah, he's a good dude.
Let me see if I can share that link. Let me go into the Facebook, as the kids call it. Let's see if we can put him in a good mood. We'll make him happy.
Yeah. I saw he's going through some stuff this morning.
Yeah. Well, it's not good, man. What someone tried to do to him.
Yeah.
It's like it's a whole thing, pal. Let me see if I can copy that. Copy link address. Let me send it to Phil and see if he's around. We'll put our pal Phil in a good mood.
Yeah, man. And
he's a great guy, dude. He's a great guy. I love him.
I've been chatting with him almost daily. He's like, yeah, man. I like it. Let's
see if he'll come in. He's like, I'm not coming into your show. Peace. Let's see. I'll send that.
Does he live nearby?
Yeah, he literally lives like 2 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
He's on the north side of town, though, the bougie part of town. He's with swells. Join. Hopefully he's watching. I told him you were going to be on.
I hope so.
Let's see if he'll come in. Hopefully he will. But all right, let's get back to StreamYard. Let's get back to you, pal.
I'm here.
Here's some cool things. You got people talking about the Philippines. I interviewed 2 gentlemen that were on the walk for my college senior project. It was riveting, and on the Rock, you mean on the Rock? I think he means. It was riveting and heartbreaking. Absolutely, it was.
Maybe the march.
Yeah, the march. Oh, the walk. The march. Yeah. The Bataan Death March. Yep.
Yeah. That's where my grandfather was.
At D-Day? Oh no.
At the march. He was in the march. Yeah. And then went back and made 13 kids.
It's crazy. We got a question here from Herwenberg. Question for Sigmund. As a kid, were you influenced at all by comics? Komiks.
Okay, so comics is like
Darna?
Darna is like the premier Filipino superhero. She's like Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. As a kid, again, I left here when I was 9, so I do remember reading Darna here and there. But really, it was Superman, Batman, Flash. Flash was my favorite as a kid. The Flash was my favorite, and then I got a bit older and became Marvel. But like, I wasn't so much influenced then, but now I am because I dig. Like, the older I got, actually, what really got me knowing that I could do this as a profession was Will Sportasio, because like,
Yeah,
as a young guy, it's like, oh, it's a Filipino guy. Oh, okay, he can do it. I can do it. Like, that kind of
it's a Filipino
story.
guy.
Yeah, because you don't see that. You just don't realize. You don't really, like, as a little kid, you don't see that. But when
Yeah.
you do see it, you're like, okay, cool. Then he started doing, like, when I was a bit older, he started doing a book called Stone, which had Filipino mythology and stuff like that. Even in Wetworks, there's a Filipino character. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. You know what I mean? So there's a voice. But the older I got, the more I started researching. Because like when I got here, I was surprised how big comics are in the Philippines. Like, it's insane as far as talent-wise and professionals.
Yeah,
Like Lionel Yu.
it's historically speaking too.
Yeah. Like, is it? Am I frozen?
I don't think so. Are you?
Okay? I think it just might be mine. I'll just keep talking.
you're good.
Yeah, because like, I mean, there are those guys in the '70s, like those, like Alex Nino. Like, oh my God, these are some of the best artists that are still, like, their work still stands the test. And
Forgive me is it Rick Estevez? Is that his name? He did a lot of war books. Like he's like
maybe I'm not familiar with him, but like,
right up there with Kurt and Joe. What the heck is this? He was my favorite artist. With Russ Heath.
Right. Okay. I'm other
drawing a damn blank. Well, it's a huge amount of, like, so much talent coming from over there.
Yeah, I mean, even to this day, like Lionel Yu is still one of the top guys at Marvel, and he's from Manila, and he's fantastic, right? Like, but yeah, like for me, the number one is Alex Nino. If people are not familiar or are familiar, just Google it. Like, his page layouts, his detail, his finishes. People today are still trying to get there, and it's still not there. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, Linnell is incredible. Now, does he live in the Philippines?
I think he's in the States. Okay.
Now, do you have like the island you live on? I know there's a bunch of islands in the Philippines. You have the main island and all.
7,000.
Yeah,
70, something like that. 70,000. That's a bunch. Yeah.
Well, do you have any other comic creators that live kind of near you that you get to get, like, you guys ever get together?
No, not here. I mean, when I was living in Manila or living in Cebu, the bigger cities, yes, they would have comic meetups. But here, no. I mean, no. It's like I said, it's 8 kilometers long, this island.
Yeah.
So it's 4 square miles.
Oh, so you are on this little piece of heaven then. You really are on a little.
It's called Boracay. So I mean, a Google search for Boracay will show you what it's at, what's like over here. It's something. It's something.
I'm going to share this because I found Darna.
Yeah.
Let's see if this is it. Here she is, Mars Ravello.
Yeah, Mars Ravello. Yeah.
She's stunning. Look
at
that.
While you're on that, Google Art Germ's Darna. We were talking about Art Germ earlier. Check out his Darna.
Okay, I will. Now, so she is a Filipino superheroine.
Yeah.
Now, is she old or is she new?
I mean, yeah, it's been around forever. Like, it's definitely since I was a kid, at least. Yeah.
All right, so let's do. Let me go over here, and we're gonna do Art Germ. Let me see if it'll go to it.
There it is. Look at that. That's
this one right here.
Yeah.
Holy! Oh, what I do? Holy smokes! Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, it's something.
Look at that! It's freaking hot. Well done, Art Germ. Well done. Oh, yeah, he's on the small. Look at these. Look at this. I got. It makes me share the individual screen, so I have to quit out and go on that. No, I'm fascinated. I love learning about new characters. I really do. So,
no, she's been around forever. I remember her bad guy. There was a bad guy. I can't remember the name, but it was this guy who had snakes coming out. So I do remember that as a kid. I remember that terrifying me as a kid. So there's that.
Holy crap, bro! Look at this one. Popular DOTA artist unveils Darna illustration. Where is that? There's a smoking hot shot of her. Hang on. And you gotta love it. Look at this. Hubba. Let's see if I can make that. I gotta be 18 and older. What's up with that? It was like an art journal piece. Oh well. Anywho, yeah, wow, that's great, man. That's cool. But let's look at all right. Let's talk now. Let's talk about another master, for goodness sakes. Let's talk about Mr. Sidney Torre.
Oh shit. Okay.
Let's go to you, bro.
Sure. What do you want to know? What else do you want to know?
Here we go. We're gonna go to your colors. Let me go to the page.
Okay.
Sigmund Torres. If this is it, let me zip it over here.
Yeah, that should
Make sure that's the right thing. Dude, look at this.
So this was a cool piece. That's with Damien Scott, and this was for Machinima, which I think went out of business now. But it was a big website, big game website, and they blew that. That's a digital that ended up being a wallpaper for their office. So it's like 10 feet high, 14 feet wide. Like.
And did you draw this as well?
I colored it. Damien. Yeah, I colored it.
Yeah, you got such great energy in your colors, and I like how you're clean. I like how your shadows almost they seem to have like a purple hue to it and all. And look at this.
That's a cover for Axel for Lion Forge. Yeah, I like very. Palette is huge for me. Like the palette is huge, and I need stuff to pop. You know, like a very big impact.
Yeah, I love the white background too. I love the cover I'm working on now for you. It's going to have a white background for the most part.
Okay,
but it's got Japanese lanterns and her standing in front of it's going to be cool. Now look at this. I love this color palette right here.
I wanted to get something moody, in this issue, the character kind of lost his powers, so I went moody, like an old jazz album kind of thing, you know.
Now how did you? I love color holds. I love when artists also like on skin, say on the around the arm, instead of it just being the black line. I love the color hold, whether it's a flesh or a more taupe, or something like. I just love that, or a brown. I love that look. But I am loving this color palette. Wait, hey, hang on a second. We have a guest coming in. One of our guests, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, JT Vaughn.
At least as far as we can prove the one in the
Vice President of Gemstone Publishing and bona fide creator in his own right, who has a go live right now in the Canvas and Company, and my editor for shit, our editor.
Nice to meet you.
Man, I loved your colors.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Nice to hear.
I just love this choice that he did with Now, did you and the artist talk about this at all, or?
No, not at all. I mean, I just knew, like, he said he'd lose his powers. I read the script as well. It's like, that's the thing. Like, when I don't know if every colorist do it, but like, I need the script when I color. Like, I need as much as I can, because as much as I'm just coloring, as people say, just coloring, I'm storytelling and telling the story just as much as the penciler's telling.
Really,
you know what I mean? So
I always put for specific scenes. I may not be particularly if it's characters that I've already established. But if it's a new situation, the chances are that I'll spend a good bit of time on color notes, or I'll just write up separate instructions once the artist is done to go with the color artist.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like, I color code scenes hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this scene is always this tinge. This scene is always this tinge. Like, this group of people are always in this situation is always going to be kind of bluish. This one's going to be this. Just helps differentiate, helps keep the eye busy. It doesn't get boring.
It absolutely impacts the storytelling. If you look at what
huge.
If you look at what George Lucas did in the original Star Wars, it's pure. It's seasonal. The whole movie, it moves through color. It moves through color palettes, and your average audience isn't going to ever get it.
Pick it up.
But that doesn't mean that they don't receive it.
Agreed. I actually got it from binge watching 24. Because like every scene in CTU is this kind of cold blue,
Absolutely, brother.
You know what I mean? And then every time it's the bad guy, it's kind of like an orangey hot color. Like it's
absolutely
something.
I wrote the
especially
comics.
with the show.
I wrote the comics for 24. So I
did you really? Did you really?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And Jack Bauer, #1.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Canadian as well.
Matter of fact, I just about 2 months ago, I just binged the whole series.
Oh yeah, no, like my girlfriend and I actually we just recently as well, we we pick and chose. We went through like a couple seasons again. Yeah, man, Jack Bauer, #1.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ara and Nicholas, hey, and TJ and Candace. Wow, Heroinberg, everybody's here.
Everyone's here. Another one of your fellow Pens fan.
So I gotta say that the color palette there is beautiful. When you look at a script,
Mm-hmm.
do you look at it separate from the art, or are you looking at the art at the same time?
No. Usually the art first, and then I read the script with it. Yeah. Just to make sure I know.
Do you have
just make sure I know the beats I gotta hit.
Do you have scenes where immediately you know what you're going to do, and others that you wrestle with?
I guess to an extent. Yeah, because I'm able to, like, it always takes me longer to start a book because then I got to get that process system that I kind of will use for that book, for that project, you know.
Yeah.
So, but once I get that, then no, you know, I pretty much know what's going to happen for each page. So
That's great.
Yeah. Sigmund, real quick, I'm seeing an email from you. Did I not share the link with you?
You did, but it's only for your, I think it's for your friend. Yeah, it's not public. It's not public. So I tried to post it, but it's not public. It's
all
good.
A crazy day.
That's okay. We can post it afterwards.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Jeff, look at this. Jeff, look at this.
Yeah. Really
so like
great.
this is what that Damien and I did well. Like he had a very like edgy, stylized, graffiti influenced art. And then I was very colorful, psychedelic. So when we did the Raven book, which was not received well because I guess people didn't get it, but our look really was psychedelic graffiti. And like, you know, you wanted to feel like you're on acid when you're looking at this book. Mm-hmm. So that was a big thing that I was trying to work on for a long time. And I think I got that style down, and I dig it. Very colorful, very trippy, but still there, still comics.
Absolutely.
Now, did he draw all the circles and the lettering and everything, or did you add?
No, he did. But like, I think the shadow, like the shadow versions, like the reflections of them, mm-hmm. I added them. So it's like I think maybe he drew one, like the circles there. He maybe drew one, then I multiplied it twice. You know, like the yellow word yellow or yield. I did that. The one that's popping up, I did that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Gee whiz, Jeff, you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
I can tell you what I'm thinking. But I'm wondering if you're thinking what I'm thinking, what I can't tell you I'm thinking, or I can't say publicly what I'm thinking.
This is a cool page.
This is a great page.
Well, again, where I live, I see the most beautiful sunsets almost every day. So like, I have no excuse to not make a nice sunset page.
You know, when I was growing up in Texas, working there as a young man, every single day that you could see the sunset, it was worth looking at.
Agreed.
You know?
I just posted pictures. I've been living here for 4 years now. And then we go to the beach, look at the sunset almost every day. I still take a picture every day just because it's different from the day before. It's completely different from the day before. It's just as beautiful, sometimes more beautiful. It's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
Sigmund, what's your work day like? What's a work day in the life of Sigmund Torre?
So
Torre,
get up.
Right, Torre?
Get up. Yeah, Torre. Yeah.
Torre?
Like Joe, like the old Yankees manager. What did we? So yeah, get up. We have breakfast here. My girlfriend lovingly makes me breakfast, and then I get to work as soon as possible. You know, usually around 8:30. I'm usually on the computer already. When I have work, I'm on there. Do a page or two at least a day, and try to finish around 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. Then go down to our local spot, hang out, sit by the beach, play some bocce.
Like a little bar there or something.
Yeah, it's like a little resort. That's like a local hangout. So all our friends are usually there every day.
Nice.
Good time.
Look at this life, Jeff. This life. It's freaking freezing here right now.
I was just thinking, wow, it's almost the same quality as Long Island.
Well, like I said, I mean, I grew up in Toronto, man. No more minus 25 for me. I've had it.
Nice.
Even nowadays, when I do go visit Canada, my parents retired in Vancouver, so it's like I don't even need to deal with snow at all anymore.
I was in Vancouver in 2018 for a Stargate convention.
Oh, nice.
I had a blast with that.
Yeah, it's a great little city there.
Yeah, I never been up there. Someday.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
What is this from, Sigmund?
That's from Axel. The same book, Axel, for Lion Forge.
Okay.
It's like a Latino Flash, basically, but it was a cool story. I really enjoyed working on it. So that's another one. Like I want storytelling. Like it's got to be about him. It's all about him.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of clutter, everything there, but I mean that is just background. That's for you to look at later. But once you look at the page, you know it's about him.
Right. Gee
This
whiz.
is his. That's his speed power. So that's when he goes to his. You know, when he uses his power and goes super fast. That's what it looks like for him.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So it's like he's like the color spectrum is, you know. And shattering that.
Yeah.
Roy G.
So I think you can see you can still make out in the top panel there, like on the right. That's the back of a car. It's a trunk with the back with the tail light and a license plate.
Yeah.
But that's what it looks like in his.
That's what it's like following Billy in traffic.
Yes. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's true. I get the job done. Look at this disco beat. Look at this old.
Nice.
I love the color palette.
Again, storytelling. Like, I mean, you can see I'm still using, even if I'm not penciling it, I'm still using that same Z formation, right? Like you got to follow the eye here. You're still reading the page the same way, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got to give you less direction on the next cover and just let you run with it. Jeez.
No, but again, I appreciate the notes, man, because like I said, it's a collaboration, and I want to make sure it's right.
Look at that! How it looks like it's glow in the dark. Look at that! It's
no, it looks like what was the Hulk's enemy? Zaz?
Zax or yeah.
The electric creature. This looks like a really,
but with X's, right? I think it's with X's. It's spelled.
This looks like a really great interpretation of that character. It's just beautiful.
So that's another one of my strengths, which which publishers don't seem to like, because like it's coloring over line art, but not really. You know, it's like the special effects. People seem to think it might. So I don't know. Like I don't know what it was that was not getting me work. I think it's just maybe the style was too out there for people to think they can sell. You know what I mean? But I think there's something there, man.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you're gonna have to. When I give you the cover with the lanterns, you could throw those effects in. That'll be fun. Look at that. Love the mood.
Yeah, mood is key, or especially with the color. Like I mean, the
mood on the. Well, is it the sun setting or the moon? That's
the moon, the moonrise.
Yeah. Wow. A little romance, old beans.
You know, I have a writing axiom that mood is easier to insult than intelligence, and it really is. You can break the mood unintentionally by bad choices.
Yeah.
And so setting the mood, conversely, is really important, powerful tool.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, like I said, I'm part of the storytelling process as well. So like,
yeah, TJ James, you got a fan of TJ James.
Oh, thank you. That was the goal.
Yep.
Thank you, TJ.
Electrical enemy
was there. It is.
That's it. Thank you, Herrenberg.
Not to be confused with Zach from Saved by the Bell.
So that's Street Fighter, which is another property that
people, Billy, people my age don't make that mistake.
So that's another property that I've loved. I've been playing Street Fighter since it came out. So like to be able to do a page or two in the Street Fighter was amazing.
Billy.
Yes, sir.
You know who played Chun-Li in the movie?
I do. My friend Ming. Our friend, your friend Ming. My acquaintance Ming. Ming not.
So this is some older. Yeah, this is about. When did I do this? About 4 years ago. Actually, I did these when I first moved to the island. I was able to get that gig when I was here. But again, movement, glow, like movement, eye movement, same as penciling. Like my girlfriend and I, we paint a lot as well. So it's like the same. I have the same. I keep the same mentality of keeping the eye moving. It's the comics in me. You got to keep the eye moving properly, right?
That's great.
Tremendous, just tremendous. Well,
so
I feel honored that you graced the cover of She and for She.
Oh, man, my pleasure. Same, like I said.
What company is this? I mean, look at this. Oh, look at that.
Well, this is really cool because this is that Masters of the Sun. This was produced by the Black Eyed Peas, published by Marvel, and it's like it's the first AR comic. So it's like if you have the AR, you have your phone, you get the app, and then you put the app on that page. A 3D pyramid or a temple comes out that you can move your phone around. You're going around the characters. It's being narrated. There's all these like top voices in there. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy.
So this is the Black Eyed Peas cover of "Walk Like an Egyptian" from the Bangles.
Okay. Sadly, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Well, or the Steve Martin King Tut. Hey, this Phil.
Oh,
Phil, I
yes.
sent you a link
Hey,
on
Phil.
Facebook if you'd like to pop in and say hello. Let's see. I sent you the link, Facebook Messenger, if you'd like to say hello for a few minutes, because we're coming to the end. Got Ara saying hello to you. So
Hey, this is really great stuff. I was glad I was able to wrap up my call and pop on. This is outstanding. And
Her poster from Mob Deep. This was a Attack on Titan. They did a U.S. Collection. I guess they got some American artists to do Attack on Titan, their own versions of it, little short stories. So this is a part of the anthology.
I love how your colors are so clean. And again, I love the shadows have color in them, and not just so many artists. Digital artists will just go in and do gray.
Phil says yes. He's been backstage.
Phil's not backstage. Oh, I might have sent him the wrong link.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds familiar. Hang on, Phil, because you're not backstage. You might be backstage in the last one. Yeah, I did because I sent you the. I apologize, my friend. Give me a second. Jeff, ask Sigmund a question, please.
So, what do you think of Billy so far?
What they say never meet. You know what they say never meet your heroes. No, I'm just kidding.
That's cruel. Cool, man.
No, it's great, man. It's a good time. It's nice to meet just laid back guys, man. Especially doing comics. We're all the same. Like it was funny. My first real con as a professional was like. Because I'd always been on the backside, you meet the fans, which for the most part are great, but there are the fans that are fans that we all know what we're talking about, right? And it was cool to meet the people behind the table where everyone they know it's not real life. They know we're doing this product. It's comics, and everyone is the same, cool, laid back, having a good time doing what they're doing.
It is a great thing, and you have to have that perspective in a world where. The overwhelming number of people don't get to spend one day in a career that they love.
Right.
That every single day that we get to do our jobs is a blessing.
Yeah.
And if you don't take it that way, you're not going to be ready for the bad times.
Yeah.
And speaking of the devil, Mr. Phil Russert. What's up, bro?
Hey everybody.
The guy that made it all happen, eh? It's the guy that made it all happen.
Yep, you've got an amazingly talented client right here, buddy.
Yeah, he made it happen. He's honestly, I don't understand why you would even want or need me. I mean, this guy's work sells itself. He's easy to get work for.
Thank you, Phil. Billy, so this book you're looking at now, it's a creator-owned project by my former inker was a penciler in Dreamwave. Then he draws and I do his colors. But it's actually called Red Hill Billy, and it's a Canadian book set in the 80s about the young hillbilly kids fighting werewolves. So there's a lot of hockey in there. Actually, also I should send you. We made hockey cards of the characters. So
cool. Now, have you guys done this as a crowdfunder, as either an Indiegogo?
It was a Kickstarter. Yeah, we did 3 issues. We did 3 issues all by Kickstarter successfully. So
nice. You should now take those and you should put them on Indiegogo.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll let him know.
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Although in the new issue he's wearing a Leafs jersey, so I don't know how you'll feel about that. But.
Like I said, I don't have a problem with the Leafs. I just have a problem with number 91.
When we were growing up as kids in Pittsburgh, which of course is Mr. Rogers' hometown,
right?
And Mr. Rogers has the land of make believe.
Yeah.
My little brother, who was quite little at the time, believed it was the Toronto make believes.
So Phil, tell us, how did you come about knowing Sigmund and representing him here, and bringing him over to She, which we totally appreciate.
Well, I mean, he was doing a project with other guys doing Mojo Risen, great guys, and they were guests on my Q&A, and we were talking, and he did some commissions for me. He colored some of my jams, which you see behind me, and it was just incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. I'm partially colorblind, and his stuff pops for me. He's doing something right.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was starting up my repping business, and I was like, you know what, go for the best, and in that field. and it'll be easier to shop. You know, I mean, look, I'm new, so I'm not gonna lie. I need top talent for me to be able to shop, and he's Sigmund. You are a phenomenal colorist.
Yeah.
I mean, as a person, he's okay, but I mean, no, Sigmund's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a phenomenal talent, and that's why I had to send him your way. But I said, listen, just give him a look, because I knew that the thing is, he's versatile. If you want an anime style, he'll do this anime style for you, you know? If you want a cartoony style, he'll do it. But if you want something that's soft and beautiful, like he did on your sheet covers, I mean, you see, he nails it. The guy, he's just got a talent, man. He's really good at what he does.
I think that's a really good understatement, Phil. Gents, I got to cut out. I'm glad I was able to pop on. Sigmund, really glad to meet you, man. And
you too. Nice to meet you too, man. We'll talk again soon.
Further discussions and on this project, editing your stuff, but we'll figure out something to work on together too.
Sure, I'm down.
And you know, Old Bean, I think
Return of Jack Bauer.
dude, you know what? I so don't want to write most other people's comics anymore. I want to just do my own stuff. I'd still drop everything to do more 24. Absolutely. Absolutely. Billy, we shall talk.
And Old Bean, I think there's one word or two words to describe. I mean, so wicked.
You know, I was thinking out of this world.
All right. Well done.
Oh, this page relates to exactly what we were talking about earlier, the color coding, because the Raven book was all about how she's an empath. So it's like we figured out a color code for each emotion. For every emotion.
I can totally see that in that page right away, and I don't know anything about it. That's really cool. Billy, I did have to add one thing. During we were working on our pilot today at a conference call with Roddenberry, and we were going through the script sort of almost line by line, and we came up to a part that we wanted to get rid of. And Mark was saying, well, we could get rid of that. I said, let's just get that out of here.
Oh.
And the Roddenberry guy didn't have any idea why Mark was cracking up.
Right.
So
for those of you who don't know, Jeff Vaughn and I, our entire conversations revolve around
that thing you do.
That thing you do, quoting that film by Tom Hanks.
Like
and
all the
conversations work. And we understand.
And if you've been watching the last few shows on Pop XP, Billy has managed to say, you know, like it's like your last movie with Gina Lollobrigida. It's out of this world.
It's out of this world.
and whether it had any contextual application or not, which is sort of funny.
And my wife gets so pissed off. It's great.
But, you know.
All right, Old Bean, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I got to say, in all seriousness, Sigmund, bravo. Phil,
thank you.
As far as
very nice to hear.
Discovery talents, man, right on.
Well,
that's very nice to hear. That's very nice to hear for once from an editor. You don't get that often, so that's awesome. Thank you.
All right,
JC, it's always good to talk to you, JC.
Yeah, this is some of that psychedelic graffiti I was talking about earlier. That's what we wanted to do.
Just tremendous, man. You are so talented.
But I remember reading a review for this book, and people were like, you know, bring back George Perez. I'm like, okay, you're not gonna like our work for sure.
Yeah. They wanted the goth, dowry, emo.
Yeah.
Like this, huh?
I wish you could show the pages you're working on now. They're so good.
Well, we'll have him back on. We'll definitely have him back on to talk about.
Yeah, man. Don't need to be a special guest. I'll come pop on every now and then if you want, man.
All right, yeah. Well, we got another cover to talk about, so
sure.
We'll have you on for that. Again, you have such an eclectic style. Like it doesn't even look like the same colorist, which is great.
That's what I'm saying. He's so versatile. I mean, he's doing a book right now that has a 90s style to it, and it's just brilliant. I love when he sends me the samples like, hey, this is almost done. And I'm like, what do you mean almost done? It looks like it's done.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I found about coloring. And like, there's no way to half-ass it. I've tried to cut corners. I've tried to figure out a way to cut a corner and make it go faster, but there are things that just have to be nailed.
But you're still quick, though. How do you do that? You're still so timely.
I've been doing this for a long time, so yeah. I mean, you got to average a page a day at least if you're working professionally. So like at very least.
Well, if you don't mind me just real quick doing the pitch to anybody, you see the quality of his work. He's well beyond. He's more than on time. Billy, right? You love what he's doing, and he's a pleasure to work with. He's an absolute pleasure to work with. I'm investing in him as a person as much as I am in his ability. So I'm so glad that he's working with me, and it's just going to get bigger and better from here. So And thanks for giving me the opportunity, Billy.
Oh, absolutely. Here's our Shihikyo. And this color isn't the final. This is the first go around. I just wanted to load it up, but we'll load up Sigmund's. I just had to put the logo on it because you fixed her feet because I drew her with giant feet. I kind of tried to fix it and butchered it up, and then you made it really nice. But it still gives you an idea of Sigmund's art. Just tremendous.
Thank you. Yeah, I really want to give that background that silk print, the silk screen there.
I love that.
Let's make it bigger. There you go.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, so you're like, wow, and we got to talk about. We've been people suggested doing a metal cover of it, but with not the metal that's a silver metal, our actual metal. They actually do a gold sheen on it to let that gold really pop.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
And again, here's the rough cut. Of course, that's not the finished. The finished rough cut has a brighter background. It's cleaned up. It's better than I just rushed it out because I wanted to launch the rough cut thing. But tomorrow I'll be on the ball and do it.
That's funny. Like I think I told you in an email. My first business card when I was a penciler, I recreated that same blue line page and then scanned in a pencil drawing of a ninja right in the middle. So it's like,
nice.
Look at that, man. Looking into the future.
Yeah, great minds think alike. So
I like to say dirty minds think alike, but yeah.
Yeah. So here we are. Let me refresh it and see how we're doing on this. We're now we're almost 3 weeks in. We're closing in on $75,000.
Nice.
So let's see that. Yeah, look at that. We went up even more. Look at that. So we got a couple $100 more. Oh, thank you guys. So so we'll hit that 75K, and then next week we're going to take it home. We're going to get 6 figures. 6 figures, young lady. That's what we're getting. Figures on this bad boy. And I just want to thank you guys. Phil, thank you for coming on. Thank you for introducing me to Sigmund. He's a treasure, this young man.
Agreed.
And
equally great guy.
Yep, and you are a great dude, bro. Phil, both of you guys are always welcome on the Pop XP. Sigmund, I'm going to talk to you, I guess, Friday. All right?
Yeah.
Phil, I'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You coming by?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
And we got lots of fun stuff we're going to be doing, Sigmund.
I just want to say thank you as well. I mean, it's an honor, dude. I've been looking at your stuff for decades. We can honestly say decades. So,
is there anything you want to pitch how can we get in touch with you? Or Phil, you want to
No, I mean, yeah, we can just put the link to my name is my name. That's where you find me anyway. If anyone's interested, just talk to me or better yet, talk to Phil.
I was going to say,
my work is there.
If you go to Instagram,
but thank you. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure and honor to work on this project, man. I've been a big She fan for a long time. So
do the honor goal line, and then Sigmund. You could color George Perez. It'd be quite a team if you just coax him out of semi-retirement.
Yeah.
I think we got the last George Perez cover for Return of the Warrior, and it's sold out so fast. We got to send George. We have extra copies, but we're sending them all to George. But,
so like with that out there book that we did with that Raven one, another review I did really like though. It's like looking at the art here is like trying a new ice cream flavor that you never knew existed. That's my favorite review ever. And
that's who got it. And because you got to expand your horizons, people. You can't just have the same. Again, if you're expecting an emo Raven, and dark and drab and muddy colors. Nah, this is. It has to do with whatever the story is, Not every Batman story is sitting in the rain on top of a gargoyle.
Hey Billy, can I tell people how to reach me if they want Sigmund art project?
Yeah, by all means, please, and put it in the comments too.
Okay, Legendary Illustrations is on Instagram. It's legendary.illustrations. On Facebook is Legendary Illustrations. But if you email contact@BLegendaryIllustrations, you can reach me. As far as any work for Sigmund, he works quick. You see how well he works, and he's very affordable. So just go do that. Thanks.
Absolutely. And guys, everyone out there, if you guys can, with Shihikyo, which is now we have 10 days left for Shihikyo. Please pledge, please share, and let's take this home. And let's I gotta be honest with you, I want to break 6 figures, man. I'm not gonna lie. So we got 10 days to do that bad boy. So all right, everyone, have a great night. Thank you all. Tomorrow night we are going to be doing the Pop XP, but Niall Scala and I will be putting together the rough cut edition covers and the pure line edition covers, because those books are getting ready to go to press already. So join Niall and I as I bother Niall and tell him how to place things, and we'll be doing a fun stream. I guess he'll be sharing the screen and working it, and we'll be talking about the books and the contents and things like that. So everyone have a great night or a great day. Sigmund, you have a great day, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Is this a good time?
You'll have this link. You'll have this link I can share later, right? For this show. Okay,
I'll share. I'll give it to you in a few minutes.
Share it to me too, because I want to put it up on Legendary.
You got. I'll put it on Facebook, guys. Send it to you through Facebook. Is that
sure? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Or both.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you again. Been a good time.
Billy, tell Una I'll see her tomorrow.
Yeah. Is this a time? Is this good for you to talk before work or after work?
Me?
Yeah, for us to come on, like, because this is
this is good. I mean, this is good. I can always just I can just take an hour out, no problem.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I didn't want to keep it too long from your work. Everyone have a great day. Thank you for coming on to the Pop XP. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications. And I think we're gonna take us out. So let's go up here and rock and roll. Thanks, boys. Good to see you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
See you tomorrow, Billy.
Let's go out.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.